Tuck and Tuck Show.
Hey, welcome to the Tuck and Tuck Show, Season 2, Episode 1. It's been a long time since we've been here, and we got a long season ahead of us. You haven't done a whole season. You just wait. You're going to be like, man, we got another show to do. We got another show to do. Oh, it gets exciting. But when that snow's on the ground in the wintertime, when we really get busy, it's going to be rough when you're getting over here.
Oh, man, this is shows. I love doing shows. I would do a show like more than once a week if I could. I love doing shows. It doesn't. I mean, in the winter, there's nothing for me to do anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's why we usually shoot them in the wintertime.
So, like he was saying, we're going to have a lot of good guests on this year. Probably maybe a mayor. People running for Congress. Other people may be running for mayor.
Yeah.
Like the esports guy we're trying to get on. Maybe some doctors. So it should be a good season, especially with Morgan here. I think she's going to add a whole lot to the show. So it should be great.
We also have a lot of new sponsors.
We do have a lot of new sponsors.
You remember who they are?
Of course, my favorite place ever, Doobies Smoke Shop, downtown, yes. My second favorite place ever, we have Johnny's Carryout. We also still have the Arb at Tappan Square. We have Precision Detailing.
Prestige Detailing.
What did I say?
Precision.
Ooh,
it's all right. I do it all the time.
I'm so sorry.
I do it all the time.
I am so sorry. Did I already say Johnny's Carryout?
Yeah.
Now you said it twice.
Who am I missing?
Oberlin Weekly.
Everybody
forgets about poor Oberlin Weekly, and they're pretty much do the show.
They're the host, yeah. That's terrible. They're hosting the show.
Well, they're not hosting it, but it's their equipment.
I love it.
Yeah.
But like I said, we had some topics come up before the show started, and Keke Palmer, she's an actress. You know who Keke Palmer is?
Keke Palmer is America's princess. Okay. She is America's sweetheart.
I don't know about that.
Black lady?
Yes. Beautiful young black lady.
I know Keke Palmer.
She was in Aquila and the Bee. Did you watch that movie, Nope?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Never heard of it.
Anyway, Keke Palmer was at an Usher concert. And she was dancing. She was just into it. It was no big. To me, I'm older, so it wasn't no big deal. But her baby daddy, they're not married. He was upset, and he said, when my family's out, they should be a little bit more moral and not showing booty cheeks and all this other stuff. And he was really upset by it.
Was she dancing with Usher?
Yeah. But she was having
his
a
party.
good time.
So, yeah.
So I don't understand how he got mad, and I don't understand how he could say she was being immoral when he got her pregnant without being married. I mean, there's a lot to it.
That's old school talk. He was upset because she looked really cute. The outfit was really cute. She was very exposed. She looked really cute.
She must have been really highly exposed.
Booty cheeks out, yes. At the Usher concert, I get it.
That's what they do.
Can I say something?
That's what they do.
She didn't have this baby with this man, right? He know he got a piece of work on his hands. I don't think he should have been upset because she makes more money than him.
Is that what it is?
I don't think she should have said nothing. Also, relationship stuff got to be kept behind closed doors.
She's supporting the family, basically.
Wait a minute. So if a man is making more money than the woman can't say nothing?
That's not what I said.
It is?
He is the babysitter. He's supposed to be at home with that baby.
Being quiet, huh?
Yeah, like I'm at the Usher concert. How are you on Instagram, Twitter, mad at me at the Usher concert? Like, you didn't pay for these tickets?
I hear that.
I agree with that.
I get
Just
you.
like I think if a man makes more money, women should sit home and be quiet.
All right. Come on, do it. If that's what you're gonna do, then come on. But do not be mad at y'all. Can't be mad at Keke Palmer.
Let me preface that by saying I am single and live alone, so
I can tell. I can tell.
I don't have any
Exactly.
problems. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that he came out. It seemed like he was just a little jealous.
He was.
And that's all.
From what I've seen, she was having a good time.
So how old are these people?
Like 20s, late 20s, early 30s, late 20s. It don't matter. You know,
they still in that stage where you can't do this. You ain't supposed to be. You're my woman and blah blah blah.
He was just a little jealous.
That's all that was.
And that's okay. That's okay.
But when you get jealous, don't take it to social media.
Right.
Wait for it
to come home and say, hey.
And it was only funny because the timing was crazy. Probably like a week before, she came out with a video that was like, if I got a problem with you, nobody else knows about it. Like I'm Stevie Wonder to the bull. Is literally what she said the week before.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, that's how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I have to look her up. See what she looks like.
Yeah, you never seen
I've never seen Kiki.
See, that's why we got to have somebody a little younger on the show, because if I said like Lola Falana or...
Oh, I know who that is.
Who is that?
See what I'm saying?
She was my Kiki Palmer back in the day.
That's why I got to sit in the middle so I can bridge the gap between you and you, because
that's why
there's
we
a
doing
whole...
it
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The other thing I seen in the news was there's a new app, and I don't use it, but it's called Threads, and I guess it's going to be like Twitter. It's like the new Twitter. Yeah, but it's through the metaverse, and I know the metaverse has been struggling. They're kind of like way down, but they said 100 million people already signed up for it.
Well, it's free.
Well, all apps are free.
Well, Twitter, to be verified now, he wants you to pay that money.
Oh.
That's why they started it.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay for my name.
Off of Twitter. Yeah.
Once the show blows up, I'll probably get my own, all that stuff. Once I
your own app
Twitter
and
account.
everything?
Yeah, I don't need an app. Just an account with all my
Bear
followers.
The Tucky Bear account would go crazy.
The Tucky Bear app?
The Tucky Bear account would go crazy.
I don't know what would be on it, but...
Him?
Nonsense. No, ma'am. Cornhole, grills, pizza.
Nonsense.
Yeah,
Nonsense.
grass. Most of if you ever looked at my Facebook page, most of it's just animal videos and lawns.
It's mostly you being like
what's with the animal
a
videos?
menace.
I love animals. I love those animal videos. I always think about getting a dog, and I always want to get a golden retriever because I think those are awesome. So, but I would never be home long enough to take care of a dog.
He'd be bored to death. You wouldn't walk him or nothing.
Well, he could hang out with me, and we could just drink beer and watch.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Poor dog wouldn't last 4 years, man.
The dog would be
dog
fine.
would be dead in no time.
Yeah.
Drinking beer.
You ever have any pets when you was growing up?
Never.
No,
no fish,
pets.
no nothing.
No.
Wow.
I was not on that.
I hear you.
You didn't have none either, huh?
Your sister did.
That's crazy.
Well, our sister did. Your sister.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody had no pets or anything. So
no, you got to take care of them.
Yeah,
too much work.
Yeah, but when you get them, people say you love them some people say they love their animals more than their children.
Yeah, I got a cat now, but
you keep cats over there.
Well, my wife's got a cat, but
I didn't know you were married.
Wow. Well, see,
you never seen his wife.
No,
Huh?
I never see him.
Yeah, you learn something new every day.
See
there
him.
you go.
That's beautiful.
There you go.
How long you been married?
17 years.
I know that's right.
But this is the third one. So.
I know that's right too. Hey,
this is the final, last and final.
So what about you? You think you ever get married?
never.
Why not?
I'm married to the streets. I'm young and turned. What is a marriage? No, I really no. I dream. I long for the day that I just
You might make that
got that ring on me.
Get that rich millionaire and give you that 15-carat ring, and you'd be like, I think this is the one.
I hope so. I honestly do hope so. Hope one day we'll look back and be like, Morgan, Mary, you said you didn't want to get married. I'll look at you.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. Yeah. You never know how love's going.
We all say that.
All right. Well, that wraps up the first segment of the first episode of season 2.
We're gonna be back with Tuck and Tuck Show.
Hi, welcome to the ARB.
Looking for an excellent restaurant? Then visit the ARB at Tappan Square, located at 19 West College Street in beautiful downtown Oberlin. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine in or take it to go. Visit www.thearboberlin.com to order online. The ARB is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Be sure to visit the ARB at Tappan Square in Oberlin today.
Thanks for coming to the ARB. Come back again. Bye.
Welcome to Johnny's.
Johnny's Carryout is where you can find an extreme variety of your favorite spirits, wines, and craft beer. Located at 12290 Levitt Road, Oberlin, Ohio at the intersection of Butternut Ridge Road and State Route 58. Whether you are hosting a social get-together, relaxing at home, or entertaining guests, Johnny's Carryout has the perfect pairing. Come and check out our amazing selection of fine wines, our incredible collection of domestic and craft beers, and awesome assortment of premium spirits. We also have a variety of non-alcoholic selections. Visit Johnny's Carryout at 12990 Levitt Road in Oberlin, Ohio, today.
Welcome back to the Tuck and Tuck Show.
Hey, what's up, Oberlin? We are here for season 2, episode 1, with a very special guest, man. We've been trying to get this guy on the show for how long? It's been a while.
Man, he's one of our best guests is going to be on the show.
Well, he's up there. He's in the top 10 at least.
Yeah.
Hard to catch up with him, though, man. What's up, Jay Moore?
What's up, Ted?
Oh, man, we've been trying to hunt you down, and Matt's like, he's coming, he ain't coming. Last year you had your camp here, and we tried to get you in. You was busy, but I understand that, man. You're in that NFL deal now, man. You got to stay busy. You either working out or something.
Yeah, facts. Especially in California, it's always something going on. So.
Oh, yeah. I was there for a long time. I definitely get that. Yeah. So how's it been, man? You out back visiting family and mom doing all right? Everybody doing all right?
Yeah, everybody's good for the most part. Yeah, just back for the camp. My brother's baby shower was Saturday, so spent the day with the family, welcoming our nephew, soon to be. So looking forward to seeing him. And, yeah, we threw the camp yesterday, so it's been a good weekend.
Yeah, pretty big turnout for the camp?
It was pretty good. We had about 35 to 40 kids in the younger session, and they had a good time. It's just about creating an environment where, kids can come out and compete and just learn the game of football and just, want to come out and just continue to do it. So I think, we focused on skills. We had a lot of skilled players this year, a lot of quarterbacks, running backs, and receivers. So it was cool to watch them. We did a 7-on-7 tournament type deal where it was like a flag football thing. So we had 3 teams, double elimination. This year we wanted to focus on letting them compete and just see what type of players we had at the camp, and some kids definitely stood out, so it was cool to see them come out.
Yeah, it's all good then, man. Shoot. So when you go back for training and start that whole process?
Yeah, so training camp starts at the end of July, and I'm in free agency right now, so I got a few teams that are interested, but right now I'm just kind of doing my thing, just focusing on getting better every day, and when that call comes, I'll be ready for that time. So.
Are you ready to go somewhere else and maybe get in that full-time roster?
Yeah.
It's tough being in that practice squad, man.
Yeah, it can be tough. The journey, especially, coming from where I came from, where we came from, really, is, it wasn't easy, but I earned my way up, and, to be able to, learn how the game goes, bouncing from practice squad to active. I'm definitely ready for a bigger role. Mm-hmm. Done my part to, get to where I'm at now. 4 years in the league is a big accomplishment, but, yeah, life is calling in different areas, so wherever God takes me next, I'm ready to, just step into it and attack it.
So you could just walk away whenever you was ready, huh? You could go if you want. If they offer you a nice contract, you stay, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's good to look at it that way. Don't be locked up in the one hope,
Yeah, you got to tell yourself that. Sometimes you get comfortable, right? But
you
got to be open to change.
Oh, yeah. There's no getting comfortable in the NFL because somebody's always coming after you.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's always people looking for your spot.
Yeah, I was out at the camp, man. You did a great job with the kids.
I appreciate that.
And then when I seen you, like, now, when you get done with your career in the NFL, you ever think about going into coaching? Because you seem like you're a natural fit.
Yeah.
Because the kids, you were real patient with them, and you went through all the drills. You did a really good job out there. I
appreciate that, my guy. Yeah, I do. I've naturally always been like that. Growing up in Oberlin, I feel like we've always had a good community of, like, mentorship. Like, I remember coming up through playground, having Jordan Beard, Chris Schubert as, like, our mentors and stuff like that. And they really inspired me. I wanted to be like them when I got older, and I wanted to be that role model to the kids. And, as I went on in life, I became that in high school, and then I went to college, and so I wasn't able to be as, involved in Oberlin community as I would like to because I had other things I had to focus on. But now that I'm, established myself in a few different areas and created a platform, I'm able to come back and give back, it definitely, like, brings joy to me to be able to do what I love to do and just continue to create that fellowship, that mentorship for our city and the kids here because it's important. I remember being young and, not always having many idols to look up to as far as that, but, to be able to create that stuff for us is definitely important for me to continue to, just continue to do that. But coaching is natural for me, so I just feel like just being around the kids, I'm the oldest of 8, so I've always been like a older brother and stuff like that. So it just comes natural. Kids just gravitate, and especially with the platform now, to know that they have somebody from the community that made it pro. I think that's a big deal for them. And I just, step into my role and continue to do my part.
Yeah, that's a big deal for kids to say, I went to camp and Jason Moore was there. He plays in NFL. So it is a big deal, like you said, come from here. And then even come from, your road is like really tough because you came from here and then you went to Findlay, which is not like a feeder program for the league either.
Yeah.
So it was, I remember hearing about you. I never really went to the game, but they said you was awesome down there at Findlay. That's how you had to got looked at evidently.
Yeah, pretty much. I felt like I've always been a natural athlete, you know, with my parents on both sides. But, you know, the biggest thing is that I knew my capabilities, and I was on a mission when I went to Findlay, right? So, like, when I first signed, I wanted to go D1, but I only had 3 Division II offers. So I'm like, okay, I have an opportunity at Findlay, Mercyhurst, or, you know, Edinburgh, wherever it's at. But wherever I go, I'm going to stand out, work my hardest that I can to at least get looked at by the league. And so my first year playing was really my junior year on the field. In my first game, I had 7 catches for 100 yards, right? So, like, that was my standard. Like, when your first game was 7 catches, 100 yards, and I still got stuff to learn. I still got experience to get in the field, you know. That's my standard. And, you know, I've always strived to be the best on the field, the best that I can be. And so every practice, you know, as I would, you know, just progress through the season, you know, I could feel myself getting better. And it really wasn't until my sophomore, my junior year, where I really had like a breakout 3 weeks where I was just scoring 3 touchdowns every week. And that was like a single game record. So I'm like, okay, breaking records feels good. Let me continue to do what I do. And, you know, I just stayed locked in game by game, day by day. And as the season progressed, I was just breaking, you know, single season records and stuff like that. And so that became my motivation, my inspiration, because if I can stamp my name by just showing out against the competition, we're Division II, so it's already hard to get looked at, but I just had to make it obvious that, you know, I deserve to be at a different level, at a higher level to play. But, you know, over the years they came and found me, so yeah, it worked out.
So that leap you take from Findlay to the league, how big a leap is that? How hard is that? Because people don't really understand how hard it is to make it in the NFL. Everybody can say, man, I probably could have did this. I know guys my age, like, I probably could have did this if I did this, but they don't understand the work and how smart you actually got to be to memorize all the plays, know what's going on. It's very difficult. So how hard was that leap to go from Findlay to the NFL?
To be honest, it's all about the mindset. You know, it's all about the mindset you have, like the professional mindset of it. Like for me, since I was young, you know, the Oberlin days, I always knew I wanted to play pro, right? So every time I stepped on the field, I consider myself to be a pro, and I approached everything as a professional. I didn't take any reps off. Every rep counts, every rep mattered. And I think that transition to the league definitely helped me because I had the same, you know, focus, the same drive that, okay, whatever you're putting on film, it has to be your best. Like, you have to understand that we're products, and you always have to put the best product out. So, you know, I've always been doing that since I was young, since I was here, whether I was playing quarterback, defensive back, or receiver, whatever it was. I always wanted to make sure I put the best stuff on film. So, yeah, for me, the transition really, and, you know, I know I've always been smart. I've always been gifted. I played quarterback, and to be able to understand the system and know where your receivers got to be, I think the transition to back to receiver wasn't hard for me. So it was just like one of them things where, yeah, you know, I just feel like I've always been talented and I'm capable of doing it, and it's just a mindset I had to tell myself, you know, this is really, the NFL is really like an extension of college, right? So we're like a lot of gifted athletes who get opportunity to go on past college to hone their craft and stuff like that. So I think if you can lock in and focus, and the thing is, I didn't have to worry about going to school anymore. So I was able to just focus on football, and I think that was a big impact on my life, because really being a professional athlete, you have to know your job. There's no excuse whether you get a playbook the day before or 2 days before. Like, it's your job to come in and, you know, understand that you got to do your job. And reps are limited, especially being undrafted. You know, it trickles down. You have the 1s, 2s, and the 3s and stuff like that. So understanding that every time you get opportunity to play or get in the game, you got to make an impact. So that was my focus, is just coming in and putting my best foot forward, because athletic ability is there. You know, there's a lot of talented athletes that come from Oberlin, and, you know, I was one of them, and I was able to use that and use my brain to create opportunity for myself.
Now, before you got here, Morgan told us that you were a better basketball player than a football player.
Jason, didn't you also play baseball? You are an athlete, Jason. Like, you're a good dude. Yes, you are a smart man. You are handsome. You are all of these things. Jason, you're an athlete.
Yeah, but
you are way better. I think that you were way better.
And everybody
at
has
basketball.
their own opinion. You know what I mean? Like Big Davis said, he thought I'll go to college for baseball. You know what I mean? So it was just one of them things where, like, I really was a triathlete. I also played soccer a little bit, but, you know, I definitely was fortunate. Basketball was my first love. Like, my first tattoo was a basketball, and so it's just crazy how life works. So, you know, my dad's 6'8", and he was a hooper, and, you know, my Uncle Biggs hooped and stuff like that. But football was definitely a passion, but it was just a business decision that came down to, okay, I'm a 6'3", you know, receiver, basketball player. I can't really dribble or shoot like Kyrie or Steph, but, you know, like, I think on the football end, like, I definitely am a mismatch problem, you know, being 6'3", 210, 215, and, you know, the hands, the athletic ability is exceptional. So I just took a gamble, took a bet on myself to, you know, take a chance at the NFL, but definitely basketball, I feel like I had an opportunity to do that as well. I really received a few offers after I already committed to play football, but decided to stick with it. That was a conversation me and my mom had. I remember after the All-Star game, I really, you know, I dropped like 37 points. I was just hitting a lot of threes and stuff like that, and a few teams reached out after that. But I really had to make a decision because I love basketball. And I'm like, Mom, do I, decommit and go play basketball, or, do I stick with my scholarship and go play football? And we was in the kitchen, and she was just like, you already made this decision. God has a plan for you, so stick with it. I mean, those are the decisions in your life where it can really alter everything. So, fortunately enough, she convinced me to just stick with football.
All right. Well, we're going to go to break, and we'll be right back after this with Tuck and Tuck.
Prestige Detailing, your premier mobile auto detailing service, bringing the car wash to you. You can have your car detailed right where you are. We service a 50-mile radius of Oberlin, Ohio, ensuring that our exceptional service comes straight to you. Visit our website or give us a call to schedule an appointment today.
Hi, I'm Doobies, and this is Doobies Smoke Shop.
That's what I'm talking about.
Doobies Smoke Shop is located at 25 West College Street in beautiful downtown Oberlin. Doobies has an excellent selection of incense, candles, cones, glass cleaner, and so much more. Stop on by Doobies Smoke Shop located at 25 West College Street today.
Welcome back to the Tuck and Tuck Show.
Welcome back to the premiere episode of season 2 of the Tuck and Tuck Show. We are here with the one and only, very handsome, very hardworking Jason Moore Jr.
Hey.
Jason, I love you.
I love you too, Mark.
Everybody loves Jason. I think that should be the name of this show. Everybody loves Jason. Jason, let's talk about it. I'm just going to run down a list of everything that I know you as, right?
Okay.
Amazing basketball player. Outstanding NFL player, yes. Baseball player. Great man, great friend. Oldest son of how many kids y'all got over there?
8 total.
8 siblings. Genius. Jason, you're a genius. You're a fashion icon. You're a rock star. You are a lot, and you are very proud of that.
I am. I appreciate you.
You're from Oberlin. You're very proud about it. Being from Oberlin is probably your greatest accomplishment. You don't take.
The segment's only 8 minutes.
We are hyping Jason up.
I appreciate it.
All right, Jay, this is what they want to know. Talk to us about your charity, Jason. What's next for you? We love the football camp, so we want to know what else Jason Moore is doing to give back to the community. What's going on?
Yeah, focusing on, J Motivate, these youth camps right now. We just do our second one. I think it's a big deal, for our community because, growing up we had hoop camp and stuff like that. So being young, I really look forward to going to hoop camp, just being in there, learning about basketball, competing with the guys. So I think for me to, bring this football aspect of it, I think it's pretty cool for the kids that love football. So that's been my thing. Yesterday was a good turnout. It was a good success and just want to continue to build off that. So, we're going to go on to get started with mentorship programs and stuff like that. I want the kids to be involved and bring different things to the city that, they can get involved in. It doesn't always have to be sports, but just, kind of pick their brains and let them brainstorm and figure out the things that they want to do, whether it's from, computer classes or, to art or music and stuff like that. Just give them different avenues that they can be involved in. So
that's next level. I'm extremely proud of you for that. The community, we got that out the way. What is Jason doing for Jason next?
For me, just continuing to develop, the business plan, like just continue to plan things out, right? So, the season's coming up soon. So right now the focus is just training and getting ready for the opportunity wherever I'll be next year. And then outside of that, whether it works out right now or not, just continue to, focus on the things that I feel like I need to as a man and continue to grow and continue to be like that role model for, my city and just my people and my family. So yeah, just, having a routine. I'm working on becoming a trainer as well. I've been reading a lot more. I also want to get back into psychology, so I might go back to school for that, to be honest. But just developing the brand, and I think, Jay Motivate the charity, and, with fashion, I want to start designing clothes and stuff like that and just creating merch and stuff like that. So, there's no limit to what you can be and who you are. So for me, I've always been a creative, and so just tapping into those sides, I'm blessed and, fortunate to have the resources and stuff that I do. So,
I love it.
You also doing a little modeling on the side, huh?
Yeah.
Got your own agent and everything?
Yeah, so I actually met my agent a few years ago on my flight back to Ohio, which was kind of funny. She used to manage Wu-Tang Clan back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Kathy Jones. So, like, the story of me starting modeling, basically I was coming back for my brother Shawnee's birthday and his graduation. And my agent, I happened to miss my flight the day before, so I had to rebook. And so when I rebooked my flight, I had a connecting that was coming from Atlanta, and it was my second flight home, and they gave me a random seat, and I ended up in the back with my manager, which I didn't know her yet, but she was sitting across from me. And so me and my dog were walking down the aisle, and she was just astonished, I guess, little old lady from LA. She was just hella cool, but she just started talking to us and just asked me about myself, what I do, different things like that. And I was telling her, I play football. That's why I was in California, and I played for the Chargers, but I'm from Ohio. She said she had a client, that was in Cleveland and stuff like that. And she liked my energy. She said, you're really handsome. And, she spends time in New York. So she said, what do you think about coming to New York with me for a few weeks? And so I said, why not? So I linked up with her on Saturday out in Cleveland. I brought the guys out with me so she got to meet the family and stuff like that. And she just said, you guys have, extreme star power. Y'all can do something special. And, I want to introduce you to a lot of people. So I went to New York for 2 weeks with her. And she showed me around, and I put together my first shoot. And I did a few shoots out there, and they ended up being published in a magazine across in the UK. So I think that was kind of cool to actually put something together and see the product of it, see myself in the magazine. So that was a dope experience. And from then, people just started asking me about, modeling and just said, you have the frame for it, you got the looks, and it just kind of took off from there. So,
hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Hey, now, do you know anybody that's plus modeling? Because I might want to get in that. You know what I'm saying?
For real. So
plus size modeling for men.
I know I got the look. If you go from neck up, I'm okay. But when you go down, it gets a little sketchy. So
interesting story about that. I know a designer who I walked in a fashion show for him last summer, the day after my birthday. And basically my friend Joe, he throws fashion shows, BET Weekend, every year in LA. And so I walked in the show for him, and one of his friends was a designer, and the label is called Seven Seals Fashion, but he's actually from Cleveland. But I met him in California the day before our show. I had to go out there for him and try on a few fits and stuff like that, and we just connected. His name is Daryl, and so basically after the shoot and everything, after the show, he went to bring me on as an ambassador of his brand. And so his focus right now is big and tall, you know what I mean, just in the strength of, he wants me to bring in guys, handsome guys, whatever, that want to be a part of the brand and shoot. And, we're working on shows and stuff like that. So I'm really a big role in, what he's developing right now, and which I take honor in. So we actually are working on some big and tall stuff right now.
All right, that sounds good. See, I might have an in right there, but I don't need to lose no weight after all.
Nah, you straight. We gonna
get in the big and deal. That's all I'm talking about.
That's a big mistake.
I know that's right.
Hey, because you're gonna have to have a bottle of alcohol for him every time he shows up to work. So
I can live without alcohol for an hour or two. I'm good to go.
Exactly.
No, I don't know if you might not even remember this, but I met you when you was young. One time, me and somebody else, we picked you up from school.
Yeah.
And when I met you, I was like, man, this kid is so nice and so humble. And you're like the same exact person some people, they'll change when they get a little cash in their pocket or they make it big.
Yeah.
But you come back here and you just like Oberlin. You know what I'm saying? Like Oberlin people are always pretty chill.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
And you always represent us so great, man. I'm just proud to have you on the show.
I appreciate that. It means a lot, man.
Yeah, because I remember, I think I took you to Five Guys. We went to Five Guys. You remember that?
I think I do.
Yeah. So now that you got a little cash, can you
take me back to Five Guys?
Whatever you need. Man,
can we go to the
always wants a deal?
I still order Five Guys.
Do you?
Yeah.
Always wants something.
Still the same person, man. It's just everything. I feel like, when I was young, I had this vision of who I would become. I feel like, and my uncle and my cousin Big Mike, they'll tell you, since I was young, I just always had that spirit, that fire in my eyes, as far as I knew I was destined for something great. So I feel like I've always been the same person. I knew what I would become. I didn't know what the journey would be like getting to where I'm at, and I think that's what really makes the story. But overall, it's what shaped me. But here we are now, and I've accomplished a lot of things, and the fact of the matter is, I still represent Oberlin. It takes a village to raise a child, and there's so many relationships of people that I have from this city, just like the one you explained. There's just so many dope people out here and stuff like that. And for me to make it out in a time that's so prevalent with social media and stuff like that, we're able to really kind of bring light to our city, because it's a special place to grow up. And if you know, you know. So for people that come from bigger cities, they don't have an experience like this.
They don't.
No.
It's different.
Everybody in Oberlin is family, man.
Yeah. Exactly. And everybody's proud of you every time. Like, man, Jason gonna be on. We all go over to someone's house to see the game. Jason's gonna be on TV. So
that's what I'm saying.
We're all proud of you. We're always pulling for you, man. Whatever you do, whatever you ventures go into in the future, whether it be mentor, modeling, whatever, man. Just remember, the whole town is always behind you, no matter what you do.
Always got your back.
That's love, man.
So we're gonna wrap this up, and that's the end of the show. Morgan, how did you do? You liked the first show? Everything went good?
I can't wait. 20 more? 19 more episodes? I'm excited.
We might do more
I'm
than
excited.
that.
Let's get it cracking.
That's giving me direction to say something, but I can't
Well, we
understand
got
what you're talking
to, our sponsors. We always got to hit the sponsors. Doobies Smoke Shop, Prestige Detailing, Oberlin Weekly, The Arb, and Johnny's Carry. Two of the new ones, Doobies and Johnny's Carry Out. All right.
That's it.
That's Tuck and Tuck. We'll see you on the next episode.
This has been another bomb-ass production from Short Walk Studios.